squared away here. Good morning. Welcome to Irreverent Knits, the broadcast that almost didn't happen today because it was a little crazy on my end. And I've lived a whole life. You can see I'm not even dressed up for today because I'm painting. So, yeah. How have you been? I haven't seen Judy. I haven't seen you in like 70 years.
I took 3 weeks off.
3 entire weeks. She abandoned me, really, I think is what she's trying to say.
I had worked a lot for you since April. And
I know.
I had friends coming down. So I'm like, I'm just taking off. I need to.
I know. I didn't even reach out, which is hard for me. I tried to let her actually
I didn't reach either. We usually talk every day.
I was like, I got to let her have a little bit of time. So before she burns out.
By the time I left here 3 weeks ago, I was not knitting. I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, I need to get my mojo back. It's back.
Let's try to get organized here because I literally just jumped on and
I was like, aren't you at the shop? And I'm like, aren't you coming in for the podcast?
We had talked about it, and then it was like, I've got this appointment, and I thought, anyway, things are chaos right now because I'm about to start teaching next week, so I have those meetings. My daughter just started her senior year of high school, so it's like every minute I'm turning around. There's more stuff to do and meet and blah.
How is high school going for both girls?
It's going. So we're full steam ahead here, and the shop's been great. It's been crazy. It's been good. I was on this yarn crawl, so it is part of the Fiberside Chats. So if you haven't attended Fiberside Chats, it's through Longmont Yarn, which is in Colorado, and they host twice a month these really great Zoom meetings with famous people. Like I've talked to Stephen West, a whole bunch of cool people. The next one, Isabel Kramer, which I'm super excited about. She makes such great designs.
I've done a lot of her patterns.
Such great designs. And she's really funky. If you've seen her and you're like, I'm not sure what she does, she always has these big old baggy pants on and a belt, and she's just little tiny things.
Construction is always like, what? But once you do it, it's like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, she's got a lot of fun, cool patterns out there. So, definitely check her out. She posts a lot of stuff on Instagram, and she's like Lilu something, but she's out there. It's good stuff.
That's usually on Sunday afternoons.
Yep, Sunday afternoons, typically around 3.
I phase out on Sunday afternoons. Everyone has a pile of things to do.
Sunday afternoons at 3, and then the second one coming up is Sarah. Oh, geez, I'm blanking on her name. I didn't prep well. Sorry. She's the one that does all those gnomes. She's got the book, the
gnomes, cute,
something like that. So she's got all those gnomes. So she's going to be on there. Bunch of cool designers. I'm going to post everything for upcoming events on shrimpandknits.com. But those are things that you can attend from the comfort of your own home and while knitting or crocheting. So those are some of the things that I was up to. But I did this broadcast on Sunday. And I had 15 minutes to talk about the shop. So I'm like, okay, the woman that went before us has this shop in Wyoming, absolutely gorgeous, 2 floors, this whole area for design and, has giant looms and all these things. And I'm like, I'm not even going to show you my shop then, because I'm be like, look, here's this corner and here's all 650 feet of me. But we do cram a lot in. We crammed a lot in. And then she talked all about these beautiful things that were grown there and really from Wyoming and all la. And I'm like, well, other than our local hand dyes from Judy, I was like, what are we going to be like? You should knit with this oyster shell. It's amazing. It's so good. So I had none of that for
oyster shell.
Well, I'm saying that I didn't have anything that is natural from the low country to sell in my shop. She had 7 different. She had all these different things from Wyoming. I was like, oh,
I knitted this from the shell of a crab that had crawled up and died on the beach.
I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna not do that.
These are knitted from the marsh grass on the sand dunes that are illegal.
This we're not supposed to have. Yeah, we're not supposed to touch these, but. Yeah,
that's why they're so expensive.
Yeah,
it pays your bill.
Mm-hmm. So this is why I went through some of our stuff. So we do have a lot of really cool things. I got a bunch of new yarn, and in fact, I got so much new yarn in that I have to sell off half the shop at a huge discount because I don't have that much room. 650 feet fills up pretty quickly. So lots of stuff. Shrimpandknits.com. I mean, literally about half of my shop is on sale for 25% or more. And All of our books are on sale, 25% off, and we just got a ton in. So check those out. Yep. So here are some of them. I haven't even put all of them in. So we have the Sock Project, Summer Lee. This is really great. Judy's been promoting this too for people that are newer because it's got a good bunch of information. A lot of dishcloths. So easy crochet dishcloths. And can you help us match yarn weights for projects? Hi, yes, absolutely. That is one of the things we love to do. So if you are looking at a certain project and you want to say what would work with this, bring the pattern in or email us, and I can absolutely say, hey, these are some things that we could recommend.
We love spending your money. So come on in. We'll show you what to use.
Absolutely. So as far as the stuff that's on sale, it's all the different weights. I've got from, a lot of stuff that's DK, a lot of variegated, some stuff that's big and fat and chunky. It just really depends on what you're looking for. So if you want to pick out a few things and then shoot me an email, and that's always shrimpandknits@gmail.com, I can help answer those questions too. But there is tons of stuff on sale. Seriously, stock up now. If you want to make hats, I have all the wizards on sale, all the dashes on sale. I've got cocoa that's on sale, all the big chunky fun stuff. Scoop it up because it's going to go. Anyway, so we've got these new dishcloths, and I also got the knit version of the same book, Easy Knit Dishcloths. I got a new crochet creatures. So we have a lot of crocheters that want to create these really. I've been trying to get the full, my lovely teenage daughter to make me this adorable unicorn. Let me find it quickly. It's so cute. And I'm like, could you please just make me this so I can use it as a sample?
I like the dragon on the front.
She's like, it's an alicorn. My bad. It's an alicorn. So look at this little guy. He's so cute. And she's like, yeah, I'll do it. And, that same time she's doing not anything I've asked her to do. So she's become a teenager this year, and I don't approve. She's a senior. She was supposed to not be difficult. This year
she's got 2 more years of it. So
2 more years, Lena?
Yeah, because then she'll be 20 and she won't be a teenager.
True. But in a year, she'll be off at college.
Yep.
So, anyway, so lots of new books to check out too. Again, 25% off, shrimpandknits.com. So check that out. Okay, so let's talk about some of the projects that we've had going on here. And I'm not kidding you when I say I cannot keep this yarn in stock. I've shown this before, but I'm going to show it again. This is the Sliding is Fun baby blanket. It's super easy. And what you do is you use 2 skeins, okay? So where did my other one go? It's in this pile somewhere.
It's on the floor.
Is it?
Yeah. I remembered you dropped it. Got it?
Right. The dog was going to help me pick it up, and then he also was too busy to help me pick it up. Okay. So we're using 2 contrasting colors here. Cumulus. Okay. It is soft Israeli Mako cotton. It's super squishy. It is absolutely to die for. You look at these and you're like, but then you see it worked up and you're like, whoa. And it is so squishy. So Sliding is Fun is really easy. You just pick up, there's one, and this way is kind of the one contrasting color, and this one's the other. And you just pick it up, knit, then you slide all your stitches to the other end of the circular needles. Then you pick up the second color, knit, slide, knit, and it works up super quickly. But I can't tell you enough. Every time somebody squishes it, they're like, I need this yarn. Okay, so we have this one. This one is Cumulus Dappled, and I just got this back. It was on back order for a while from Juniper Moon Farm. So this dappled is called Lily by the Sea. It's really beautiful. We also have another one that's blues and greens. That is this one. This one is called Margarita Lake. Again, Cumulus Dappled, Margarita Lake. So we've got those. And then I just got some plain Cumulus colors, again, just because they're so soft. And I've got this nice pink. I've got this blue to go with the Margarita Lake. I've got this. This is back in. I have to order this. It's on its way. This is the other Cumulus that I used in the blanket. Got this nice little baby blue. Lots of fun things, and it also goes really well with all the Cumulus out of the ombre that I've got. So super fun, easy project if you've got a baby coming up in your world. Okay, and this one, let me see. This one I just finished literally this morning. This was such a fun knit, and I absolutely loved it. So this one here is Anchor's Summer Tea. Anchor Summer Tea by Petite Knits. Super easy, top down. The top part is only, it's back and forth because it's knit 1, purl 1. Then you do it for so many rows, knit a row, knit and purl so many rows, knit a row, knit and purl, so you do that 4 times. and then it's straight stockinette until you get to the bottom where you do your ribbing. Easy to pick up your sleeves here. She explains it really nicely. Just a little bit of ribbing on the end. Boom. And I use Lichen and Lace. This is their 80-20 sock blend. This one's called Pressed Flowers. It's really pretty. The cameras aren't really doing it justice. Looks like pressed flowers. And then I marled it with Knitting for Olives merino. I'm sorry, not merino, mohair in soft silk mohair in oatmeal. Feel how squishy it is.
It is. It'd be nice for this fall.
Squishy. So I want you to show your project next of the fun that you've been showing off. It's beautiful.
This one?
That one works. I was thinking this one, but
Sister Cowl is done. Careful.
So
because it's hooked, ready to Kitchener together.
We're going to talk about that coming up in just a minute. So look at this cowl. Absolutely, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad cowl. It was fun. So it's ready to Kitchener together. And the trick to catch when you're doing a cowl like that. Oh, I need to tighten that up. What?
That's the dog.
When I started it, I used waste yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got all the way to the end, what you have to do is you have to make this way, and you have to bring it on top. You can't twist it. You have to bring it on top, and then you're going to Kitchener all the way around. So the one thing that I do is once I get it on there, and you can see I've got the 2 needles going around. If you looked in there, you could see the rest of it. You can see it in there. There's the rest of it. So here's this half, because I've got them hooked together. And then here's this half, if you can see. Okay. So now you've got to go all the way around. So what I do is every 10 stitches, I hook them together. So because if you get off, you're going to end up with it twisted. It's not going to look right.
No.
So it's ready to go, but it's going to take some quiet me time to do it.
So she's not doing it here, is what
not
she's saying.
It here
not here.
No. But there's ready to go.
It's
and it's going to be a long Kitchener. But that's the trick. And I kept twisting it too. And I'm like, no. And finally I got it worked out and laid it out. But yeah, if you can see in there, you can see how I've got them hooked together.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's the big process on that. And then once you get going, and I don't mind Kitchener. Kitchener's fun.
I just have to talk myself through it because otherwise I get like distracted and then I'm like, oh God, did I knit or purl? Am I back?
Well, you know what? There's a shortcut. And I like the shortcut. You know how the first time they say you do this and then go back? And no, you just start off knitting and pull it right off and purl. And then you remember to purl, pull it right off and knit. And you just start that way. And it doesn't give you the little dog ear at the beginning.
Nice.
And it's a lot easier to remember because you're not going, no, which way do I go?
Right.
You just got it and you're going right away.
Yeah, I'll have to do that on my next one because sometimes I get all confused and it's no fun.
That's why I have that little sock because it tells you how to do it on the side.
Yeah. So we have those two.
But that's ready to go. I think it still needs some steaming, which I'll do because the blue kind of shows through. But I love the way the blue shows through because to me, this looks like an old quilt.
Yeah.
It just looks like an old quilt. And it's really wide. I cut out one whole repeat and it's still really wide.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
But I did not do it on size 2. I think I did it on 4s because it's like,
size 2 would be too small, I would think.
I think so.
It would be too tight.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have gone any smaller than this.
I love it though.
It's
absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful knit. Nice work, lady. Nice color work.
That one. And then we're doing Diversa, and Diversa is a lot of fun. Here, go ahead and hold that up and I'll pull up the picture.
I love the colors you chose. All right. So how do I do this without?
You're okay. There you go.
Okay. Just don't want to. So this is really fun. It's hard to kind of see, but it is almost like checkerboard. It's like a checkerboard.
Like a basket weave.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to go.
Wide. It's beautiful. And this yarn is beautiful.
It's pattern right here.
Lana Grossa's Pullover Diversa.
And
on Ravelry.
I kept a picture of the colors.
So aren't these colors so pretty
together? It is. It's kind of fun. It's great TV knitting. Great TV knitting because once you get going, and what I did on mine was in Knit Companion, I just took my pen and I wrote the colors so I wouldn't forget which colors go where.
Smart. Here, I'll put a little closer so this can see it. So Yeah, this is a really fun knit. Now, somebody was recently making fun of me. I am like, stitch markers, put a stitch marker in it. Can I say that for one more second? Put a stitch marker in it. And, you put stitch markers and everything. I'm like, I do, because you know what? Stitch markers, because I get like, I'm so ADHD. I'm like, whoa, look over here. Look at the dog. Oh, the show is on. I haven't done this. And then I get missing. And then I'm like, where the heck am I? These are great because you just take these little, and Cocoa Knits, finally, they're back in stock. They were back ordered. Oh, yeah. The little.
I have got so many things marked. I'm like, I'm running out of.
Yeah, we had the little stitch markers, the circular, colorful stitch markers. They've been back ordered for months. And so finally got them in yesterday. So you can come and grab those. But anyway, so these little tiny stitch markers from Cocoa Knits, you'll see that Judy's got them every
14.
So she remembers. Now I've got to knit. Now I've got to purl. And there's no counting. You just go.
And the other thing you got to remember, though, is when you start a new color, and I started a new color last night, that it switches. So you can't look down and go, oh, purl and purl. No, you got to knit where
Right.
we used to purl. And it was like just a little tricky.
Yeah.
But so you got to kind of pay
So
attention.
one row out of how many is it? How many are you doing up? 14 as well?
16.
16.
You do 14 across and 16 up.
So super fun. That's it. And the colors are great. What
this
is this knitting
really
for
fun.
Olive? Or these yours?
This is all knitting for Olive.
Yeah. So this is merino.
We're going to set up the colors. If you want to come in and grab my colors, you can.
Yep. Or a call or send me an email and I will.
It takes 11. And actually, when I was looking at it and the length of it, beautiful. I really need 12, but it's okay because what I think I'm going to do is just come back for the top part with what I used on the bottom.
That's pretty.
And tie it all together.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure about the gold, but there's so many colors going. I needed a place to rest.
Yeah.
So you kind of look at the gold and then travel. And thank God the gold hits me in the middle of my waist and not my boobs or my butt.
It's like a belt. It's like your belt.
There it goes. And this is a fun one. I think we're going to try it, aren't we, at the shop?
Mm-hmm.
This is called the Losy hat. And what the Losy hat stands for, LOSY, is leftover sock yarn. So you start with 2 colors and you just start marling it. And when you run out of one, you add another. And I'm almost ready. I got to go 6.5 inches.
I'm going to show so you guys.
But it's just so cute. And you can, it's a great one to come in and just throw it all on the table and share with each other.
Yeah.
So, because I'd gotten rid of a lot of my sock leftovers when I moved.
Yeah.
But it's like, so I got a bag of them and I'm going through. And I'm just loving the way the colors are coming out.
It's fun. It's really fun.
It's cute. It's really, really cute.
And, use sock weight yarn, but then you're marling them together.
So it's a size 6 needle.
Yep. So
and it's knit 3, purl 1. Knit 3, purl 1 is all it is.
That's cute. Nice and squishy too.
Yep. It'll be fun.
So
that's me.
That's you.
It.
So
and I've been dying. So
she's been dying.
I haven't been totally sitting on my butt. I did have friends down. We were gone every day for a week. So
she was living a life. Okay.
Well, they just retired. So we were celebrating their retirement.
Gotta do
we
that.
We did rooftop bars. We did.
Well, you're in Savannah.
We went to the
Tybee
beach
Island.
twice.
Did you go to Tybee Island?
We went to St. Simon's.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good time.
Lovely, lovely. So we do have a couple of these guys that Judy just brought in. This one is called King Cake. And obviously it looks like like a Mardi Gras king cake. So that is really fun. This one I love. It's called Clueless. So it's
because we were clueless what to call it. So finally I went, I'm just calling it Clueless.
Blues and greens. Really pretty. Really pretty here. And then this one I love. This one is a set of minis. Coastal Vibes. Coastal Vibes are these minis.
Yeah, and in grade 8s.
So they're 46 yards each, but this would make a fun hat or a fun, if you want to do some stripes or something.
You've got almost 300 yards. You've got over 300.
So if you take this with, a main color and use these as your pop of, stripes or something, super cute, super fun.
Those minis are perfect for color work. If you're doing a cowl or whatever.
Yep. These are here. Only one is available of each of these.
I can do more.
But we can always order more. But so yeah, I'll put those on the website today. So you guys can order those whenever you want. I also have these earrings that I think are terrific gifts. I just sold a bunch of them this weekend.
Did you? Good.
Yep. So they are, and I'll show you up close here. Oh, that's not a good angle. So here they are. These are called Not in the Box earrings, as the company's Not in the Box. She's local, and she uses the old Susan Bates style metal knitting needles.
The ones that were bright colors.
The ones that were fun and bright colors, and like the ones that when my mom passed, I got like 700 pounds of these giant slippery needles, but that's what she had and that's what she used.
That's all that was
so
available.
Yeah. So she kind of uses these different things to create all these gorgeous earrings. And a couple of people scooped them up after the fiber side chat that I was in on
that
Sunday.
Good to showcase it there.
Yeah. Yep. So those are really fun. They're really beautiful online. I've got to, figure out a way to display the numbers better on it because it is a little hard to see on the website, but I will absolutely send you pictures if you are like, I'm not sure which one I want. And, we can go from there. So that was that. What I'm very excited about is the Manos de Uruguay has newish yarn. It's called Marla, and it is 2 yarns that are plied together to give these really neat colors. And they have a shawl.
That's pretty. I like that one.
So this one is really fun. And I got these colors to kind of go together. If you wanted to play with that, you could throw this blue in there if you wanted to play with it. There's this kind of off-white that goes with just about everything. So that's one. And then this one's Tabac is the name of this one. And then I got this green one, green and gray, green and like browns. And again, you could always throw this guy with it, but let me see where the other green is. Nope. Here it is. So these together, and it's called the Saturn shawl, and then it's on the Manos site. So if you're looking for patterns, the Saturn shawl has these 2. So it's 2 of these, and 1 of these. And it's a beautiful, fun way to kind of display both of these colors and not a difficult shawl pattern. So it's good to sit and watch football or what have you. Here's another one. The green one, by the way, that one was called Ficus. This one is Poolside, pinks and blues. Fun pop of color with that. The other one is here, and this one is called Flamingo, pinks and yellows. And again, so they kind of have a lot of fun, so you could use it with the blue. And this one, you could, of course, with the off-white in any of them, but this is a nice, super soft, squishy, and it is plied. All the yarn is plied, so it's got that same feel between the Sammy, which is this one, the solid colors, and the Marla, which are these twisted marled colors, and it's so soft. And so there's a lot of yardage in them too. So they got, 273 yards in the skein. So I'll give you some good stuff to play with. We also have a little bit of their trunk sale because going on here. So they brought a big old trunk show. This is one of them too that's got the Marla.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. So this one's got the Sammy, and it's this one they chose a lighter, which I've had here for a while, Milo. It's so soft, and I can't figure out why people don't just like gravitate to it. Because it's nice and soft. It looks like it should be stiff and itchy, but it
looks like a linen when you from afar.
Yeah.
I have a skein of it at home.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out the other day and I went, why haven't I done anything with this yet?
Yeah, it's really soft. And so they marled it with this, and it's a brioche pattern that they've got here, but it really just looks kind of like a twisted rib. So it's not super difficult. So these, they're a lot of fun. Let's see what else.
Teddy bear.
Oh, yeah. So we got this lawn alpaca yarn. Okay, this is Earth yarns, and it feels so delicious and squishy and just fabulous.
It's a fluffy bouquet.
It is a super fluffy
boucle.
Boucle is a super fluffy boucle. All right. So I decided I think it looked like a little teddy bear cardigan. So I just created this foolish thing.
I like the buttons on it.
So I still have to put the toggle for the button, the piece here. But this one, I designed it to be super easy because we have a lot of people that want to make stuff for grandchildren or children, and they just are newer to the knitting world. And so trying to do a hat and those types of things can be a little bit more challenging. So I designed this one where you just kind of start at the top, and then at the end, then you sew this piece together. So you're not trying to do increases and decreases throughout the whole thing. Then what you just do is add a little bit here and a little bit on the other side, and then knit in the round, not in the round, but just knit, and then pick up the sleeves at the end. I ended up using a smaller needle than the yarn calls for, because when I'm done with, displaying this yarn, I'm going to send it up to my best friend's grandchild, who is in upstate New York. So she needs a nice, warm, cozy. It almost feels like a coat because of the thickness for it. But it took four skeins of this yarn. This color is, let me see here. I have a couple other colors too. Pumice. So this is pumice, like pumice stone. But it's another soft, squishy. And you don't have, the ears are last, so you don't have to put the ears on if that's not something you're interested in. But if you want to make a cute little baby cardigan coat thing, and that's at the shop for that. So lots of fun colors coming out this fall. So I'm enjoying them right now. I just got all these beautiful. This is from Juniper Moon Farm. This is Harriet Great, and Harriet Great is wonderful. We have people that use it constantly for scarves and stuff like that. So it's very jewel toned. What I picked up for this
jewel tones are
they're really kind of in right now. So we've got all these jewel tones, and with 1 or 2 skeins, you can make an absolutely stunning scarf or cowl or something like this. But this even works well to make up a quick sweater. It is 100% alpaca, and is just, when you touch it, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna pat this. That's all. I'm just gonna get this and pat it. And then we've got some other fun things. This is fun and fluffy, and I don't know, for some reason I was like, I need to have this at the shop. This is Iris, also by Juniper Moon. It's fun and fluffy. It's like a brushed kind of mohair. It's alpaca, silk, and wool though, so it's kind of brushed, and it's fluffy. Would make another fun cardigan or something like that. And then these are new, and these are more
pretty
of the Moonshine hand paints. Again, Juniper Moon. Obviously, my Juniper Moon rep stopped in, and so these are some fun colorways that we have with them. And I just love the Moonshine and the Harriet, because they're just, everything in my shop is squishable. Like I buy it all on softness and squishability, because I have weird texture things. I'm like, ugh. Squeaky yarn, no thank you. Anything that's like too rough, we're good. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been working on this end.
This is pretty. What's this pattern?
So this is one of the Manos de Uruguay, and the pattern is called the something Cygnus. CYG.
Cygnus cow.
NUS, CYG, NUS cow.
I really like that.
Yeah. So it's a fun, nice little, look at how lovely. There it is, all joined in the round afterward. But nice, easy, light, soft. And with the trunk show going on, I have 15% off anything that you buy that's Manos. So that's going on for another week.
What yarn is this?
That one is probably...
I really like that.
Sammy, which is this one, and what's the other one? Marla. It's Sammy and Marla. So
I know it almost looks like
so one of these.
The
colors do, yeah.
Colors.
Yep. So these two together comes together like this.
I'd make that one a little longer, I think.
Yeah, I mean, these can be.
That's a little tight.
It's a little,
even for me, and I love stuff like that, but it's a little tight. And it's a little too wide.
It's a little
for down here.
For down here, yeah. So even if you're up north, it's great, because
we don't have the gales.
No, thankfully. That's why we moved down here, to get away from those things. So
but I like that pattern. Make it a little skinnier and a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And it would work. Although I did this, but I just had to do that. Even if I only wear it once a year. That one comes down a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But it's beautiful. You wanted to do that pattern for a while before you.
Well, the minute I saw it, I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And it worked perfect with the Fiber Natura.
Yeah.
The
cobblestone. So yeah, she made that with cobblestone.
And you know what? It only it took only half.
Well, cobblestone has like 600 yards.
Yeah, and it did not take that much.
It's got like 600
I
yards
didn't, this part here, you were supposed to repeat 4 times. I did it twice. This I did the entire.
Yeah.
And then this one you were supposed to repeat 4 times, and same thing. I did it twice.
I kind of want to just do something with just
that.
I
know. Isn't
so
that
pretty.
gorgeous?
Yeah,
it is
so
pretty.
Maybe like a silk.
Oh, it would just be really pretty just to do. Let's see, where's it at? Here. It'd be pretty just as a yoke.
Just beautiful.
And then the cuffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a cute pattern. It's a
Well,
really
we can
pretty
fiddle
pattern.
with it. We can fiddle with it.
I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm moved
You've
on.
moved on. Okay, we are.
I'm not down anymore. There's more patterns I've got to do.
Oh, I know. Well,
the new Kate Davies, I want that one so bad.
it's beautiful. It almost looks like a cake.
I don't think it's out yet, though. It's not out till
not
probably.
out. But when Kate Davies does
I'm
have her
doing
next
it.
book, we'll be getting
I know,
it here.
all hail.
Yep.
I've already ordered. I've already said I want the book. Yeah, you can't even buy the book yet.
No, it's not. The publishers don't have it ready to go. So
Well, I think she's doing a knit along.
You might.
Maybe. No, I don't know. I just saw it on Ravelry yesterday for the first time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very fun, and we love Kate Davies. Her stuff's absolutely stunning. So,
all hail.
Yeah, all hail.
Yeah, it's one I want to do. We can do it as a knit along in January if you want. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, I've got to start as soon as I get my life in order here. With it's so cute.
I just abandoned it for 3 weeks.
You a little bit did. You a little bit did, but it's okay. It's okay. So, so I had a couple people tell me Judy's very shopped out. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Well, I knew I was going to be because I knew you were busy this summer, but then August was mine.
Yeah, and you got it. But yeah, no, July was fun, but absolute craziness. We were all over here, there, and everywhere with my daughter and college tours, and we went to Broadway Con. Just lots of craziness. So that was fun. But we're now ready to get back into fall mode, and hopefully things pick up because through the industry it's been a real slow summer, and with the election coming up, people can the buying trends really change. So we're hoping it's not going to hit our industry too much, but shop local, people, because we little guys need the help. And so that's kind of what I've got going on. We have a few. We're going to look at a knit along for some point soon. We're hoping to keep our site, our broadcasts more regular now that we're through our craziness. I've been doing some other painting in the shop, so the shop.
Well, remember, we'll get our schedule back on track.
Yeah,
football has started.
If
you didn't watch the Georgia Tech.
I didn't watch
Florida State game. Boy, that was good over in Ireland. So now I'm kind of following Georgia Tech right now.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Yeah. So
good games coming up.
Yep. Well, you may have to cheer for.
This is Labor Day weekend where they start on Thursday and go through Monday.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Where's that TV? Oh, you got the TV?
I got the TV. I promised you I
told
would.
her I wouldn't work on Saturdays.
Told you I got the TV
wasn't up.
We got that together.
Yeah. Gonna be a good. I have laughed at Oregon State.
You've laughed at Oregon State?
Oh my God. They are, because they joined the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm not an Oregon fan, but what they have, they're the big ducks, but what they have been doing has brought so much fun to the league. The outside Indianapolis on the river was a big yellow rubber duck just floating for like a week.
That's awesome.
And then they were doing stadium tours. And at the Ohio State one, they opened the doors for the tour. There was the big duck and a lazy boy laying there waiting. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand you as a team, but you are hysterical. What fun.
That's great.
What a great way to say, we're here.
Yeah. And we'll take all you football widows. So if you need some projects, like I said, 25% off, a lot of stuff at the shop. So scroll through shrimpandknits.com. We have tons of stuff on sale. We, of course, do ship. Lots of books on sale. We're going to start to stack our classes again. I just have to pin down my daughter to a couple Saturdays to do some of the crochet classes. We've got a few that are out there for knitting classes of different types. Sister Cowl is one of the classes that we have. So if this is something you're interested in and maybe are new-ish to color work, this is a great way to step into it.
I have lots of football and golf. Football watching patterns, trust me.
And we actually have this blanket that Judy created during her football season and worked on it last year.
You've got to do it. It is so much fun. And if you want to learn how to slip knit, this is it.
Yep. It's absolutely beautiful and it's nice and cozy and warm. And we've got it here because it was a very coveted pattern. We did our own version of it. I say it was all 100% Judy. I can take absolutely no credit for it. And we'll help you with your colors and we'll help you with your questions. And if you have something that has slipped or fallen or somehow gotten screwed up in your project, that's one of my things that I like to do is try to figure out how did it get to this place, and then fix it. So you know, you can always pop in and get some help for that. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing here. Like I said, I've been painting. I've just chalk painted 2 old. These are tables that I had
them.
in the other room. They've been in here. We use some pink chalk paint just to kind of keep my like beachy theme. I like my pinks and greens, and my mom gave them to me when I was in college, and she had them in our living room forever. They're little nesting tables, so they've seen better days. So fresh coat of paint, brand new. So pop in. We're going to be here all fall, working on all kinds of fun stuff, and of course, trying to keep our lives in order, and hopefully, you know, doing fun things.
I'm back.
She's back. Thank God. Thank God. So anyway, well, thank you for joining this impromptu. Wasn't supposed to be impromptu. Ended up being impromptu. Irreverent Knits.
Oh, bag.
Bag.
Are you doing a class on this?
I don't know. Probably.
Look at this little bag.
This little bag is awful cute, and it's a pull string to close up, and it uses hemp. So this is Meraki. This is Meraki from Barocco, and it's got some hemp in it.
It is the cutest little project bag.
It's absolutely adorable. It's cotton, hemp, and polyester, so it's nice and light.
All one piece, believe it or not.
I usually hate hemp. I mean, hate it.
But I like this yarn.
This one is super soft.
I
really, really
loved
soft.
knitting with it. I really did. It would make a great fall cardigan.
Yeah. It's really soft. It's almost got a heather look to it. It's kind of hard to see, but we have a couple colors here. We've got this kind of tan. We've got this, and then the blue. I think these are the colors that we've got. Always, if I don't carry a color, but I do carry the brand, I can easily order the colors for you. If there's not enough here, I can always order. We drop ship. I mean, we got it. We're full service here. We do it all. So, you know, let us know. Don't ever come into the shop.
If you serve margaritas, I'll deliver.
Yeah. I mean, Judy will do that for you. I can't do margaritas.
You got to have a picture of margaritas.
Can't do the margaritas because otherwise bad things happen. So bad, so bad. So anyway, thank you for joining. Always, you know, support your local business. If you like what you see, please share, because that's how people find out about places. There are people here that are still like, I had no idea there's a yarn store here. I'm like, been here a couple of years now. Like, we're not brandy new, but still, I'm glad you found us. So we are still collecting hats, by the way. We've got over 300 hats we've donated now to the infusion centers all around the Low Country, from Beaufort down to Savannah. So we are still collecting those. We're going to keep doing it as long as people keep making them for us to deliver. So, so anyway, I've yammered enough. Glad you're back. Don't leave me ever again, girl. That's too much for this girl.
I did it. I did it for 3. I did it since April. I've been doing it.
I know. All right, friends.
And I'm old and retired.
She's old and retired, so I'm a crazy person. All right.
We're good.
Thank you so much. Have a great, we'll see you in a few weeks or so. And if you ever have any questions, comments, always reach out to me. I am at shrimpandknits@gmail.com. And the website is shrimpandknits.com. Thank you so much.
Bye.
And bye.